Good morning, South Texas, and happy Tuesday. I hope your day is starting off well. It is a nice day out there, just a little bit on the warm and humid side, but it's not going to be staying like that much longer. We've got a cold front on the way here to South Texas, and a nice cool down is going to be coming in right behind it. I see a lot of people saying good morning. Good morning to everybody. Veronica saying bring on the fall weather. Yeah, it is going to be feeling much like fall here across South Texas, but of course, you know, fall here in South Texas, not really that cool until we at least head into the latter part of October. But hey, we'll take the cooler weather, right? Here's what we have as far as the allergy report is concerned. Fall elm at a light level, ragweed in at light, molds in at light. If allergies are bothering you, it's likely the fall elm or the ragweed. If you're like me, ragweed gets you even if it's just light on the board. So it never fails. Every fall, ragweed starts to spike and I start to have a little bit of allergies myself. Looking at Calaveras Light Time Lapse, you notice this morning we did have a little bit of cloud cover start to move in just at sunrise. If you were out early, I was out on my morning run and I saw a lot of sunshine and clear sky overhead, but man, that cloud cover really moved in quickly just after sunrise. Here's a look at what we have now. Cloud cover pretty much trying to move in. You see that out from the Calaveras Light camera. We look out towards San Antonio Airport, a little bit more in the way of blue sky as we look off into the northern portions of Bexar County there. See a few more people saying good morning. Good morning to you. Dina says, today is my birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And you see northwest San Antonio showing a little bit more cloud cover and haze as we look towards downtown. Dina, we're bringing in some cooler weather this afternoon for you, at least right before sunset. You'll at least get a little bit cooler weather out there. Here's a look at what we have right now on the radar. You can start to see the showers and thunderstorms getting sparked up by the cold front. Cold front still located back just a little bit before it gets to our region. Right through here is where the cold front is. And so it's dipping down to the south and east. It's already moved into portions of the Kent Spy viewing area. And the shower and thunderstorm activity is sparked out ahead of it. So a little bit of cooler weather there behind that. And again, we're going to get a bit of that today, but we won't really catch the really good grip of cooler air until we head into tomorrow. So still going to be cooler, don't get me wrong, but you'll really notice it as we head into tomorrow. Here's a look at the Texas temperatures. You can see where the cooler weather is. Look off towards Midland, 70 degrees, 69 in Lubbock right now, and 63 in Amarillo, 79 in Dallas-Fort Worth, and 84 in Waco. Meanwhile, it's 85 here in San Antonio. Again, the cooler weather is lagging behind a little bit there, mainly off into West Texas and stretching into the Panhandle. Portions of North Texas are gaining in on some of that cooler weather, but again, not here just yet. Still 82 in the Texas wine country there in Fredericksburg and Gillespie County, 85 in San Antonio, 87 in Pleasanton, and 90 in Floresville, 90 in George Weston Beeville. There are going to be some communities that get really hot before the cooler weather arrives, but you see the winds starting to come more out of the north there as we look closer on towards San Saba, Brady, Mason, and Llano County. So wind directions starting to shift. Now, something that you're really going to notice is how dry the air is. It's going to feel so much more comfortable. Right now, it's a very soupy air mass. 70-degree dew points, that's very humid. That's air you can wear pretty much. Very humid air mass, but drier air sinking in. That's going to be what you really notice tomorrow. Not just the fact that it's slightly cooler, but how dry it is. Remember, when we have dew points this high, that means that it feels hotter than what it actually is. It feels like 101 in Beeville, George West, feeling like 91 in Carrizo Springs, 101 in Floresville. It's not going to feel like the triple digits anywhere in South Texas as we head into tomorrow, thanks to how much drier it will be. The comfort index has been hanging out in the hot and humid category pretty much all the way throughout the last 3 months here. But we're going to see it dip all the way down to the hot and dry and then even cool and dry for some points of tomorrow morning. So very comfortable, kind of missing out on that ideal category, but hey, we'll take the cool and dry, right, over the hot and humid. And I think we'll even take the kind of warm and hot and dry for tomorrow compared to the hot and humid that we have. Melissa's saying, looking forward to the cooler weather tomorrow. God is good all the time, and everybody stay safe and enjoy the cooler weather. Yeah, it's going to be real nice out there. Diane is wishing everybody an amazing day. I hope you have a great day too, Diane. And I see a lot of people just saying good morning and excited for the cool weather just like I am. So by the time we get to 2:30 today, maybe seeing a little bit of shower activity on the radar. Don't be surprised by that, and cloud cover is going to thicken up. Take a look at the temperatures, though. It is still going to be hot today, because the cold front isn't going to arrive until later in the day. So 92 there in San Antonio by the time we get to 2:30. We're likely going to hit the mid to upper 90s today. Cotulla could still hit 101 because the cold front's not going to arrive for areas south of Highway 90 until this evening. So still a very hot day. You see the shower and thunderstorm activity showing up on the screen there by 5:30. And then we move into tonight. That cold front really slips down to the south. And take a look at these temperatures for tomorrow. This is tomorrow morning. 60s and 70s on the board. We move into the afternoon and temperatures will rise into the 80s for highs. Maybe even just in the 70s in a couple spots like Rock Springs. Maybe even Bernie could just hit 70s. Going to have a mostly sunny sky for the afternoon on Wednesday. And then we wake up on Thursday. Look at these lows. There's the possibility that there could be a spot or two in the Texas Hill Country on Thursday morning starting off in the upper 40s. It is going to be very comfortable weather as we move into Thursday morning there, and then we head into Thursday afternoon. Temperatures are only going to rise into the 80s, but we will see the temperatures climb back up by the end of the week. Now, here's the bad news. We do have some drier weather moving in, and unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of rain here the last couple of months. With that being said, we have been moving back into drought conditions here across the region, and not much rain over the next week to help out. Half of an inch or less for everybody, and there may be some spots this next week that make it through the entire week without a drop of rain. You saw where a majority of the rain was, mainly south of Highway 90 where the heavier amounts were, and that means that the Texas Hill Country going to miss out on the higher amounts, which is where we need the rainfall. That's where we have the aquifer recharge zone. The aquifer is sitting at 658.2 feet, down 0.6 of a foot in the last 24 hours, and we're likely going to remain in stage 1 water restrictions at least through the end of September. So September has brought us well below average rainfall. It has been our driest month so far. Again, we still have a while to go for the month of September. So we still could get a little bit more rain in the rain gauge, but just about 0.3 of an inch at the San Antonio airport is all we've received. August brought us below average rainfall, and more than half of the rain that we have picked up in all of 2021 so far occurred in just the months of April and May. So April and May were great for us. We really picked up on the rain. July was above average, but every other month other than April, May, and July, we've been below average on rainfall. Of course, thanks to the wet summer, we did see ourselves push all the way out of drought, but drought's starting to make a return. We have moderate drought in central Maverick County, just east of Eagle Pass, and portions of Val Verde County closer to the Rio Grande, dealing with some moderate drought. And here's a wider look at Texas. Starting to see moderate drought make a comeback in Abilene, the Abilene region, closer onto north of San Angelo, and just east of Lubbock, rather. And also seeing it in portions of the Panhandle. So we want to see some more rainfall so we can keep the drought away, right? Especially as we move into the fall months, whenever fire weather can sometimes start to increase across our region. As far as the tropics are concerned, we have Tropical Storm Peter, which is just kind of north of the Lesser Antilles. If I zoom out a little bit, you'll see there's Puerto Rico. It's just north of Puerto Rico. Forecast to kind of turn off to the right there and maybe hang just east of Bermuda. We'll keep an eye on it, but no threat to the United States right now. And then we have Tropical Storm Rose, which is way out there in the Atlantic, and we like to call these fish storms. Storms that just kind of dizzy up the fish and don't cause any issues for land. That's pretty much the best kind of tropical system that we can hope for, because it doesn't cause any big issues for land. Taking a wider look across the Atlantic, we have a high chance for tropical development across the central Atlantic there, just west of the Cape Verde Islands off the coast of Africa. That system's going to move across the Atlantic and towards the Lesser Antilles as we head throughout the next 5 days. If it does get a name, it would be Sam, more than likely. And then we have a medium chance for tropical development from the remnants of Odette. Odette formed last week. It's in the northern Atlantic and has a medium chance of reforming. That's not uncommon. It happens sometimes with tropical systems. We'll keep an eye on it, but right now, not threatening the U.S. And here's the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season name list. Again, we're all the way through Rose. The next name on the list would be Sam. And you see, we only have 4 names left on the list. So if we do finish up this list, we do go into the next named list. It's a new way that the National Hurricane Center is handling named storms instead of continuing to do the Greek alphabet like what we did last year and what we had to do in 2005. So here's your 7-day forecast. Again, a 30% chance for rain for today. May see some lingering showers into tonight, mainly south of Highway 90. And then you see for Wednesday, lots of sunshine. Look at these temperatures. This is nice. 60s for lows on Wednesday, 80s for highs, 50s for lows on Thursday, and parts of the Texas Hill Country, again, may brush with the upper 40s when you're waking up on Thursday. Take that coffee on the front porch. It's going to be nice out there, maybe even a little bit on the cool side. May need a blanket. And then we head into Friday and Saturday and Sunday. You see the temperatures slowly climb back up the ladder. We get 90s back in for highs and 90 for the high on Monday with a 40% chance for rain. We need that rain. Let's hope that we can get a good amount of it. Because if we don't get it on Monday, the 8 to 14-day outlook beyond the 7-day forecast showing below average rainfall as we wrap up the month of September, that's not good. And we need that rain. And that's as we move into October, by the way, as well. And then as far as the temperature outlook is concerned, the next 8 to 14 days, above average temperatures. This time of year, that would be lower to mid-90s for highs. So the Lone Star 3-day forecast, we do have temperatures expected to be in the 80s, 90s, and even 70s in some spots over the next 3 days. Pretty nice weather, by the way, not just for us in South Texas, but across the entire state. Even though some spots are showing some hot conditions there over the next 3 days, it's still going to be drier. And that's going to mean more comfortable conditions across the state. And then if you plan on doing any hiking at some of our great Texas state parks, temperatures start off in the 60s, rising into the 80s tomorrow. Great day tomorrow to hike some of our Texas state parks. Some of the best weather we've had in months for hiking. I hope you can get out and enjoy it. If you have the day off, go enjoy some of those hill country state parks. Great camping weather too. So enjoy your time out there. Know though that we are going to likely have some increased fire danger due to the strong winds bringing in drier air and the fact that we haven't had a lot of rain recently. So make sure you check with any state park officials to see if there are burn bans in place or limits on what you can do as far as ground fires are concerned at some of the state parks if you plan on doing any camping here the next couple of nights. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Again, temperatures expected to be much cooler here after today. Going to have the rain chances today as well this afternoon. Don't be surprised by that. And also that could be impacting the evening commute at times. So take it easy out there on those roadways as well. I'm going to be in for Meteorologist Andrew Wilson at noon today, so be sure to tune in for the forecast. And Weather Chief Bill Taylor is on at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I hope you can all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.